They would leave my house at 8 o'clock with an ounce of coke and fucking half grams and knock back out my door at 1 give me another fucking ounce. I would go, guys, I don't have them even prepared. I got it in rock form. So I was killing motherfuckers, and I was selling it old school. I took it straight to these guys were selling 100 a gram and cutting it. I was giving it to them for 80 and rocking it up for them. They were losing their mind. I was like fucking killing motherfuckers. So this guy calls me and then he goes, hey man, they want to talk to you. Maybe you buy the coke from them. And me and this dude, I go, all right, as long as you go with me. I don't know these fucking people. He goes, no, I'll pick you up. We went to Old Snowmass. When we got to Old Snowmass, they fucking pulled us over. And they made me go in this other car, and they said, put a fucking bag over your head. And I'm like, what?
No, they didn't.
Yes, they fucking did. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we're going to search you for weapons. We'll give you the weapons back on the way out. But we're going to put a bag over your head. I'm like, what? And I'm like, all right, put the fucking bag over my head. It was like a 5-minute drive. And I went in, I took the bag off when I went in, and these motherfuckers that I went to talk to had bags on their head with little fucking holes cut out and shit. And I'm like, what? What the fuck?
How have you never told this story before?
Because I just remembered this. I was writing this stupid shit. And I'm in Old Snowmass. And I'm in this fucking like garage / barn, like where he carried heavy machinery. And the guy's like, you don't know me, Mike. Let's just say my name is Kurt.
With a bag on his head.
With a fucking white, like not like a KKK bag.
Right,
like
right,
a
right.
fucking brown bag with little holes, like a fucking 3 idiots. And I'm thinking about this at first, but I'm like, you know what? These motherfuckers are retarded, but they're the type of guys that probably, you know, whatever. They got it going on. I'm not, the guy's like, my name is Kurt. Let's just call me Kurt, whatever. And, you know, you're fucking shit up. You know, if you want to buy it from us, we'll sell it to you for $14,000. And I was like, listen, man, I'm not even up to that level. I'm already been involved with these guys. And they go, well, give us a try. I think I took like 6 ounces from them or something like that. But they had like a middleman. They just took me out there to like scare me, like to scare me or some shit. But I was like, well, come on. You guys been watching too much fucking Miami Vice. I fucking got back in the car and I had to put the bag over my head and then drive to my car, and they took it off. And then the next couple of weeks, I got a call that to deal with these guys, I had to be a volunteer fireman. This is crazy shit, dog. And here's the fucked up shit that you got to be careful what you wish for, because for years I was like, I'm gonna be a good drug dealer. I'm gonna be a good drug dealer. I'm gonna be a good drug dealer. And I was like, fuck, you know. And here I was. That's it. I had reached the realm of fucking drug dealing with these fucking savages. Like, this was it. These guys carried weapons and they had bags over their fucking heads. Like, this is it. I'm on Miami Vice. Welcome to the fucking real world. And I kind of shit my pants. You know, I kind of. Like, I kind of shit. And I used to carry a weapon then. I had a fucking holster with 2 fucking clips. I mean, I was just fueling my fucking fantasy. And this is why I tell people all the time, like when I call Duncan on that YouTube video, because this is how quick you fall into shit.
I think that would have messed me up, the bag, because that's like, I don't know, that's like some, like, yeah, that's crazy. You know,
I wouldn't like that at all, not being able to see where you're going.
Yeah.
It was,
as far as etiquette,
fucking surreal, guys. But that was it. That was the beginning of my end.
So wait, what happened with the firefighter?
Yeah, they're joining the fire department.
So I had to join the volunteer fire department because you had to join the Snowmass Club to get the blow from them. And the only way you afforded to play in the Snowmass Club is A, you paid the $22,000 a year to join, or B, if you were a volunteer fireman, they gave you free admission into the Snowmass Club. And they put the coke in your locker and you take the coke out of the locker. They did everything to the Snowmass Club. So I became a volunteer fireman. You know, I did the 2 weeks of training. They make you shut out a fucking fire in a dumpster. They do like, you know, because up there, most of the fires were fireplaces. Those were 60% of the fires were like fireplaces. It wasn't, you weren't going to handle Jew lightning or nothing like that. Nobody's arsoning shit. Nobody's burning shit down. So that's what I had to learn to do, and I did it for like 4 weeks.
Jew lightning.
That was interesting. Okay, I just figured that one out. That was good.
They made me a volunteer fireman, and then I didn't show like 2 of the things. Like they call you and shit, like, hurry up, you gotta go to a dumpster, and I didn't show up. And they fired me. That was my end of my cocaine career with those guys, because they wouldn't do it any other way. They had security, they were in with the people at that fucking country club. Either they owned it, they were in, and that's where you had to do all your transactions. You had to put the money in a locker. It's fucking crazy shit, guys. This is
Yeah.
this is old school shit. This is what I'm trying to write now, because this is what I think in my mind, that this is the shit people want to, like, what the fuck happened? This is
That's
this
crazy.
was the beginning of my demise.
So how far away was that from you, like, doing the bad deal?
2 years. Like that rolled my psyche right into that madness. That blew fucking alcohol. That was like putting gasoline on a fire.
You had like a mini drug empire. I never knew you had people dealing for
I
you.
had 2 guys. You ready for this? Who it was?
Who?
Mike, who called in for the podcast with the book about knives.
Are you serious?
Mike, and Carl Hall, who never called in. He got sick that day.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
called in. I got mad at him. But all the people that I was around those times have called into this fucking show. Mike Roebuck. Mike Roebuck was a bartender in Aspen. So he'd take the coke with him. And he'd knock on my door at 1 o'clock. He was better than Carl. Him and Carl were about the same. In those days, I wanted 40 for the fucking gram. So they would sell for 80. They made just as what I made. So they were hopping, Jack. They were hopping. Fuck that shit. I had these motherfuckers hopped up. So it was just, it was weird. Like, and I sold the ounces. So they did the fucking little shit, and I did the ounces, so I knew who the fuck I was dealing with. And, you know, those half gram, there was 50 people selling fucking coke in the streets in Aspen in those days.
I can imagine that, yeah.
But I just had a niche. I knew, fuck 50, 40. 40. Get rid of it. Give them a little rock. Show them a rock. Everybody wants to buy coke, they give them powder. Why you giving these people powder? Give them a fucking rock and 2 little lines of powder. They go nuts. They look at it and buy another one. You got the same shit? Yeah, give me another one. Boom, you just sold an eighth. You just sold the fucking gram where you had nothing. So what? I undercut the guy by $20. I'm still selling it. I'm moving double the amount because I'm undercutting them by $20 fucking dollars. You know, no, everybody was buying coke. It was like snow cones. Like fucking snow cones, Lisa.
So what year was this?
This is 86. This is 86.
How do people find out
I'm
about?
24 years old.
How old are you?
I was at the time, 63. And this is 86. So I was 23 years old.
Fuck. How do people find out about like a new drug dealer that has like a good price? Like, how does that? I've never even had to deal with that. But is it just friends?
Carl Hall went out.
Well, his guy was a bartender. One of your guys.
One guy was a bartender. The other guy was a bartender. Carl, I fucking told Carl how to do it. When you want to sell coke,
Sure.
if you want to sell coke, you got to do coke.
Oh.
You're not going to buy coke from somebody who walks in like a secret agent or an FBI agent. You want to buy coke from the most fucked up guy at the place. By the time Carl got out, his jaw would not stop. There's people who could go out and control their jaw. Carl would be fucking jawing. And I told Carl, let's say you take 28 grams out. What's 28 times 80? 10 times 8, $1,600, right? I think he was giving me like 1,000 at the time or something, right? Take a gram right off the top, crush it up, and give people bumps. Anytime you see a bitch, give her a fucking bump, because they're gonna keep chatting. They're the ones that are gonna sell it for you. Those dumb little bitches. And then you gotta bang them and get the fuck out of that bar. You gotta go and get. So they would have 3 bars. Carl Hall would sell 27 grams in 3 bars. Because you give some away to your friend. Come here, do a bump of it. You got more on you? Yeah, hold on. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to go to the ATM machine. Whatever the fuck. You got to get them hooked. Like New Jack City.
That's crazy.
Wow, this sounds like New Jack City.
That's it. It's New Jack City in a microeconomic type of way. You know, what's that? Micro and macroeconomic. This is how you do it.
But in that small little area, it'd probably pretty easy for you to get.
I know guys that I was buying coke from 10 years ago that are still in business in Hollywood. And they're geniuses.
How much money would you make, like a week?
From me?
Sure.
1,000 a week, just from me as a custom.
No.
No, I'm exaggerating.
No, with you as a dealer.
You want to make 5 to 10, 20. If you're home during the week, you know, and you just work nights. I know the guy I was getting it from was making like 7 or 8.
Jeez.
Living in Hollywood, he would make one trip up north, take a bus, come back with school books, USC, rah, rah, rah. go right back to Hollywood, cut that shit up, and he'd go to work from 4 in the afternoon to 1 selling coke and ecstasy.
That's a lot of money.
He'd change his number every 60 days. He wouldn't have it in his house. You weren't allowed to go to his house. He never told you where he lived. He met you at a predetermined location. You know, he never had it on him. He would always go busy, and within 5 minutes, some chick would show up. Some dude would show up. He'd have different people every night. And then he'd go, you see that can over there? It's right behind that can. You don't even know who dropped it off. We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.